Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my Halloween cake recipe. It's going to be awesome, filled with pumpkin cake, and I'm going also to use some buttercream. It's going to be very good. So let's start with the cake and the base. So for my cake I'm going to use 4 layers of pumpkin cake, and I'm going to first of all cream the butter with the sugars. I'm using here some white sugar and also some dark brown sugar, and I'm going to put also some vegetable oil just to make this cake very moist, and I'm going to mix that well until I have a very light and smooth consistency. Perfect, now we can add the 4 large eggs. I'm going to add them 2 at a time and mix well between each addition. For the dry ingredients, of course, I'm going to use some all-purpose flour, to which I'm going to add some baking soda, as well as baking powder, and then I'm going to add some spices. First of all, ground cinnamon, then pumpkin pie spice, of course, very important when it comes to pumpkin everything. Then I'm going to add some vanilla extract. I'm using powder today, as you can see. And finally, a nice pinch of salt. As you can see, I'm also using some orange food coloring. It's totally optional. It's just that I want to have more orangey cakes than usual, so that's why I'm using it today. And then I'm going to sift my ingredients in my bowl. I'm going to add half of the dry ingredients, and then we can add the pumpkin puree. Perfect, so my pumpkin puree is well mixed in my preparation, so now we can add the rest of the dry ingredients and give it a final mix. Today I'm going to make a tall but yet small cake because I'm going to use 18 centimeters cake pans, and I'm going to make 4 layers. I'm using, as you can see, a scale because it's way easier if you want to put the exact same amount of batter in each pan. And then I'm going to bake my cakes in my preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius. That's 350 in Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bake it for about 18 to 20 minutes or until the cake is done, which means that a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So as you can see, my cakes are done and really beautiful. I froze them actually because it's way easier when you want to assemble a layer cake. And I'm going to use in this recipe some buttercream. It's a Swiss meringue buttercream. I actually shared this recipe in my French YouTube channel, William's Kitchen, but I haven't shared that with you yet on this channel in English. There are actually English subtitles on my French YouTube channel for this recipe, so you can actually make it yourself following the French recipe on my YouTube channel, William's Kitchen. And then I'm going to assemble the cake, and I'm going to leave my buttercream white in between layers. So as you can see, I did a crumb coat on this cake, which means that I've just put a very light cover of buttercream on my cake, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour just to let it set, and then we won't have any crumbs. So I'm going to decorate my cake with some orange buttercream just to remind the colors of Halloween. And as you can see, my buttercream is quite orangey because I let it set the entire day with the orange color in it, because if you let your food coloring set in the buttercream, it will give a way more intense color to it. So this is what I do with orange colors, red or black. You just let it set at room temperature and then it will get very dark and colorful. Now I'm just adding with a piping bag some buttercream on the bottom of my cake, and I'm going to put some ice, it's actually sugar ice, on the bottom of my cake. It's going to be very spooky, as you can see. You can buy them in specialty stores or online. I'm actually using some Wilton ice today, and I'm going to put one in each blob of buttercream. It is now time to do the details with the black buttercream. So I just colored my buttercream in black, and I'm going to use a very thin piping bag, and I'm going to make my spooky spider web, and then I'm going to add some spiders on the sides of my cake, and it's actually way easier for you to see than for me to explain, so I let you enjoy that part. So as you can see, this cake is quite impressive. The details are on point. I am really proud of that cake. It turned out wonderful. The flavors are amazing. I don't have the cake anymore because we ate the entire thing with my friends. You can find the entire list of ingredients in the description box down below this video, as well as the social media where to follow me, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat. And I will see you very soon for another Halloween recipe. Bye!